Good evening, everyone. My name is Debbie Singleton. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I come to you live Monday evening, 7 p.m. Arizona time. I hope everyone had a great weekend. Our weather here has been really nice. Today was a wonderful day as well. I'm so glad it's warmer, but it looked like today that it was cloudy out, so I don't know. We might be in for some more colder weather again. My goodness, it was very cold last week. I mean, I had to break out our heavy jackets. Of course, I'm always cold anyway, so I can't be your barometer because I get way too cold. But anyways, so I hope everyone had a great weekend. Um, I did. Didn't do much of anything. I was trying to think, what did I really do? And I'm like, I don't think I did really much of anything. Just kind of was in the studio playing around is actually all I really did for this weekend. So I was just kind of cruising and thinking what I was gonna do for my live today, and also kind of trying to get ideas for what I'm gonna do for my upcoming card class. Good evening, Heather. Thank you for joining. So we are getting down to the end of our celebration. We only have basically 8 more days because today is the 20th. So the 28th is our last day for the celebration. So if there's anything you want from celebration, you only have 8 more days for you to get in an order. Hi, Mom. Thanks for joining. So I'm kind of sad about that, but so just 8 more days to get in an order for celebration. But I was trying to figure out a fun card. I had ordered this stamp set, and I've had it for a little while. And it's the Sweet Citrus dies. And so I kind of perused around and I had sort of an idea, and I kind of combined 2 different ideas. I thought it would be really fun to put, people have been doing oranges, lemons, limes, grapefruits. So you can kind of make this set almost any kind of fruit, or I guess they're fruits, or yeah, I guess they're all called fruits. So I decided to do oranges basically. So I kind of saw some people do like plain oranges and limes and lemons and that kind of stuff. And then I saw this one, and she did kind of a combination of colors, and I really liked that. So I'm going to do kind of a combination of colors, and to make your, I'm going to do oranges, but she did all different limes and lemons and that kind of stuff. And then I thought, how fun to put them in a basket, because you're going to have a basket of oranges or limes or lemons. So I dug out the, what's it called? I have it on my thing. Cheerful Basket Stamp. But it's actually, and I didn't do the stamp, I did the full basket dies. So I actually put them in a basket and turned out super cute. I mean, I kind of had this in my head, this idea, so I had to kind of try and figure out how to put that into fruition. So I kind of did a combination of a couple different people's ideas and then kind of threw it all together. And then I changed, for the card we're going to do tonight, I changed the DSP. So I kind of did a little bit different theme too. So I did kind of a couple different ideas. So it should be really fun. So the card is, it should be really a fun card, but I think it's going to turn out super fun. So I'm gonna switch this and show you the card. So this is the card. So the fun thing about this set, I watched a couple of videos on it because I didn't even know how to use the embossing folder. So when you purchase this set, you get, this is so fun. So you get if you purchase it as a set, you get the Sweet Citrus stamp set, you get the Something Fancy dies, but you also get this embossing folder. And this is a hybrid embossing folder. And I didn't even know this. Oh, thank you, Heather. I didn't know what a hybrid embossing folder was. Oh my goodness. So I watched on this video on this, and it's super cool. So you can take the dies. You get to do two things with it. So the die set comes with, I'm the wrong one, so sorry. And the Sweet Citrus, you have to get the right die set. That helps. They use several die sets on this card. But this little guy will fit in here. It clicks in here. Okay. And you can put your paper in. I should have kept the paper out, but you can, it clicks in this one right here. So it clicks in right here, and you can put your paper down and close it, and it will emboss on this, but it also will die cut out these little pieces here. So it does two things at the same time. So it'll emboss the paper, and so this is all embossed, and it cut them out. Super cool, isn't it? I didn't even know that. Or what you can also do is I embossed this piece, but I didn't use this to cut them out. So I didn't need to cut them out at the same time. So, because once you cut them out, it also gives you like this cutout, and then you can also use that piece of paper for another piece and then use something over it. But it's, oh my gosh, it was so amazing. You can do so many different things with it. So there's so many things you get to do with that. That's what a hybrid is. I did not know that. I actually watched something on it because I was just super excited about it. Like, oh my gosh, that's what a hybrid is. And then it has all these other pieces too. So I did cut these out, which this is upside down. So I did cut these out, and then I got an extra piece that has a cutout in it. I'm going to use it for something else. But I cut out the little leaves, and then there's flowers and stuff if you want to cut out some flowers too. But I didn't do that. But anyways, so that's so exciting. That's one of the exciting things about this set, which I thought was really fun. So I used the basket, and then for this piece, you can just stamp on there if you want, but I love this set. I use it so often. It is called, and I have it just a second ago, the Something Fancy dies. I love these dies. There's so many different kinds that you can use, and so you can stack them. And I used the smallest one of these, but you can stack these, you can stack these, and you can stack these. But I love this set, the Something Fancy set. And that's what I used for this. So that's what I'm gonna make. And then inside it's just kind of plain. But I ended up cutting out everything because I want to show you how we're going to color and what did I do with them? Did I not cut them? I swore I cut them out. Oh my goodness. My mind. I had such a mess on my table. So seriously, I didn't cut them out. All right, so we're gonna have to go cut them after I I didn't. All right, so we're gonna have to make them, and then we're gonna have to go cut them. I thought I did them, so we're gonna have to go do them. All right, so I ended up having to use the Stamparatus because it was a mess. See, I had a piece of paper out and I did not. Nope. I'm gonna have to go cut them. All right. I had a piece, I must have put it in my scrap bin, all situated. Sometimes when you think you're ready, or not. I think I got a piece that was just probably just going to stamp on there, but I think it was about, I'm going to cut it to 4 inches, but I'm not really sure the size that I used. It's got to be big enough. Just really got to sit on here. I just have to stamp it. All right, so I used Calypso Coral, Pumpkin Pie, and Mango Melody. So you want to ink up, and then this is the stamp inside. I want the outline first. So this is the outline. And I'm going to do the Mango Melody. I'm going to stamp, and I'm going to get that all stamped up. Okay, and then I want to have a little bit darker, so then I'm going to put a little bit of pumpkin pie. So I just kind of dabbed. So I just kind of dabbed some pumpkin pie on, and I just dabbed it all over. I didn't really like dab in any particular area, but and then you make sure that your paper is all square up to the top and up over here, and then I put the magnet so it'll stay, and then we're going to press down. Okay, there we go. That looks pretty good. Make sure. And now we can just pop this up. And now we're going to put the inside. This is the inside. Okay. So now we're going to do the Mango Melody on here again. Get this all on here. And it works better if you have something underneath it. Does that a little bit even. There we go. And then I'm going to take one of our blender brushes, and I'm going to put a little bit of my Calypso Coral. I just want it just to be, so I'm going to take and I'm going to get some, and I already had it on here, but I'm going to just put some more on here. And I'm just going to kind of dab around. I'm going to make it just a little bit different color. I'm just going to dab around. So it'll look like it's a little bit different. It'll still have a little bit of the orange color to it. There's no rhyme or reason to the coloring. Again, we're going to make sure that it's up against there, so that it'll be, it looks like it's pretty lined up. There we go. Isn't that super cool? I just loved how she did that. And that looks like oranges. I mean, and it's got some different color and different depth. So I know no purple. You can't have purple. Can't do purple when you're doing oranges. Okay, so I am so sorry. I am going to have to go die cut this, and my die cut machine is in the other room. So bear with me as I go do this. I probably was thinking, because I'm going to have to show you how to stamp this. So this, I didn't die cut it out because I wanted to show you how to stamp it, and so I didn't die cut it out already, but I cut out all the other pieces. So I'm going to lay this on the die cut. It's going to go, it's actually going to go on the piece that I just had away. So it's going to go on the embossing. So I'm going to emboss it and I'm going to die cut it. So it's going to go like I showed you. This is going to click in here. Clicks on here. Do it on one of the sides. So it gets in there. And then you put this piece, you have to line it up. So you have to kind of do it upside down so you can see, and then line this up like this. Line this up like this. So it's lined up, and then like that. Well, that's perfect actually. And then you close this, and then it runs through the die machine. So hold on a second. And when you do that, you want to make sure that you use just the bottom plate and the gray plate when you do that. So then you come out with this. And then you have this piece. If you want, you can cut it so that it's a little bit bigger. And then you have this piece. You can use this piece and put something over it and utilize that if you want. But then you have all these pieces. That's what you come up with. And this. So I actually ended up showing you how to do that. Okay, so now have that out of the way. Okay. Let's see. Okay. All right. So I already die cut the other piece. So this is the top piece. So, and then I used a different DSP. So on this one, this DSP that I used on the sample one, this came out of Rain or Shine. This DSP came out of the big pack that you can get in the this big DSP pack, the Dandy Designs. So you can get that free with a $100 purchase. So I thought that would be nice. All right, so This is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Nice little. All right. Now I find it easy for me if I take, let me make sure that this is the way it's going to go. Okay. So this is the bumpy side, and then this is going to go on here. So I find that it's easier if I take this and I put a little piece of tape on the back side, and then I can glue it. So it just makes it easier for me. Then I don't have to try and glue both pieces together. And then it doesn't ever match up. So I just take a piece of tape, and then I can glue it, and I glue on to the glue on easier. So I don't have to try and match it up, and then it's not matching. And actually, before I did that, I really wanted to put my piece of. All right, so I want my piece of ribbon, which is from, it's just pale papaya ribbon. And I'm going to put that on before I put the glue on the bottom. So that will match up. Two seams. Those two seams won't really show. It's easier if you don't have glue on the back. It will make it a little more difficult then. On there, and now I can put glue on the bottom. Now I can stick it to my. Normally it's straighter, and normally I did the first one I did not have this issue with. All right, there we go. On there. Okay. Then I actually used I used dimensionals for everything. This card would be like super expensive to send out, but I just thought it would be super cute to have the dimensionals for everything. I think though the only thing I didn't use dimensionals for was maybe the, no, I did. I dimensional everything. Yep, I literally dimensional everything. Let's put the thing on, and I did that in black memento. So that's sending you a big squeeze. Okay, pretty good. All right. So we'll get out my dimensions. I put little dimensionals on the basket just because they're so tiny. On mine, I literally put them on like 2 of them everywhere, but I'm going to just put a couple on here just to save time because I'm like running out of time. And then I put large dimensionals on everything else. And I glued the little leaves with the basket. I found it easier to put the basket down. Okay. Put our basket. And this one is the one that goes there, yeah. That one worked better. The other one was really close. So I stamped it. This time I kind of tried to stamp it a little bit differently. So I'm not really sure if they're going to go in here. So let's see. Oops. Stick this one out here like so. There we go. Okay, now I'll stick that all down and then glue my leaves. I just put a little bit of glue at the bottom. Don't need much, they'll stay in there. Put that down in there. Probably just one, but okay, and then one for the inside, of course. All right. This is our other card. Put my shrapnel out of the way there. So this one kind of worked out a little bit better because it's not quite so tight, but it's still on the beat. All right. So our little they're the milk-backed Milky Dots. Oh, these are so cute. So they have this little color here. Cute. I think on this one, I think we're gonna put one there, one up there. Yep, that just kind of finishes it out. So there's our two cards for tonight, and that just, I think that looks so cute with them in the little baskets. I just had this envision of them like that. So I, this basket I think looks so cute with it. And then I really like this paper that I picked. Thanks, Heather. Yeah, for spring I thought that would be so cute. And then so I did dig out this paper because I first thought this paper would be cute, and then she used this paper, and I'm like, I do like this paper better. So I'm glad I did end up pulling it back through. So, but yeah, I'm glad you guys like the card, and I like doing the two-tone. Actually, she used 3 colors, and I thought that was a great idea because your oranges and your fruits really aren't just major one color. So I thought that was a great idea. I watched a couple of videos on different people doing them, and I really liked that. So, and I like that idea. So I thought that worked out really good. So, but yeah, just a couple more days, just 8 more days, and we have celebration. All it'll be done. But hopefully everybody's gotten what they wanted out of celebration. If not, give me a call if you don't have a demonstrator, of course. Otherwise, I will be doing another live on Monday. I'm not sure what I want to do though. I did order another set of something, but I don't know. Anyways, have a great evening and we will see you next Monday. Have a great week. Bye-bye.